Alright, what's up y'all? So this video is going to be kind of similar and kind of different than most of my videos. Most of my videos are scripted and I have to put in a lot of research on a situation, but here I'm going to be talking about more of my opinions on Lil Skies and really what he's doing right now. It's kind of a follow-up to this video I posted a while ago, which I think most of you have seen because that's one of the better videos on music that I've done so far. Even if you aren't big into Skies' career, I'd appreciate if you at least watch some of it just to see my point of view on the situation, and I like to see what you think from someone who really isn't involved at all with this. And honestly, this isn't even a video that I really expect to do well or really care if it does do well, but this is a topic I've wanted to talk about for a while, over a month now actually, and it's a perfect time to do it. And if you're a Skies stan, just hear me out. Don't just immediately call me a hater off the bat. I think to be like a real fan of an artist, you have to call them out on their mistakes and be critical of them instead of just giving them a pass. My opinions will be throughout the video, but mostly at the end. So if you're going to leave hate, stay till the end before you do. I'll put up a timestamp on screen right now if you want to skip to it. So in the video I talked about earlier, the one about Lil Skies, I said that he was falling off and really wasn't in the best spot in his career. And since then, there's been some stuff that went down, so I want to talk about that right now. I was going to post a video on this on the second channel about a month ago, but I didn't think there was enough to talk about for one video. But a lot more has happened, so I decided I want to make a video about the whole situation. But before I get into what I'm going to talk about, I want to give a big shout out to JoJo Scout. I started writing this video and then saw on Instagram that he's going to be making something similar, and as I'm recording this, he just released it, and he's been big in the Skies community for a while now, and I've got a lot of info about Skies and other rappers from his channel for a while. I'll link his video on this situation in the description, so go check that out. Also, I want to give a shout out to V12 on the Lil Skies Discord server and Lil Taz on the Skies Nation Discord server. They've both been super helpful. They sent me screenshots for this and gave me information on what happened, and I'll leave a link to both those in the description too. So what I'm going to talk about is the status of Lil Skies right now after he blocked multiple fan pages, addressed a ton of hate on his story, and him going private on Instagram. I'm going to go into detail about what happened with each situation, but first I'm going to give some background of what happened since I released this video here. Keep in mind, Skies has never been a big fan of the internet, and I honestly think his label has been forcing him to post on social media. He's also gotten a lot of hate recently because people hated his album, and we performed it Rolling Loud, and it got streamed. People were just spamming L in the chat, and then he fell off. So Skies dropped his deluxe for Unbothered, and to be honest, it flopped hard. It sold 2.5k first week, which includes the 6 deluxe songs and the original 14, so that's around 3 million streams in a week for about 20 tracks. And like I thought would happen, the album got no promo, which I said it needed in the old Skies video that I made. After this, he posted a few snippets that were fire, and he was active on social media, but it seemed like all of a sudden he went ghost and archived almost all of his posts. Like I said, he performed at Rolling Loud and a few other shows like Joiner Fest and Lyrical Lemonade Summer Smash. He got love at Lyrical Lemonade Summer Smash, but didn't get a lot of love at Joiner Fest, which honestly could have affected him some because the crowd really was just not feeling anything he was doing. I think Skies also been fed up because at Rolling Loud, he had a really good performance, and people loved it, and he was high energy, the crowd was high energy, and he got no promotion from any rap pages about it. I honestly think that really affected him and showed him that he really didn't have the same popularity he did just 2 years ago. But the problems that I noticed at first started when the fan page Big Skies 2316 posted that they were leaving the community for a variety of reasons. I'll throw up a screenshot of what they said, and honestly it all made sense. The Skies community has been falling apart, and as someone who used to be a complete Skies stan, the community was strong, and it really started to fall apart once his newer music didn't stack up to the old music, and once he started to fall off too, and that's when the community really just kind of fell apart. Skies has a strong fan base, but half the fan base is delusional 13-year-olds who honestly remind me of Juice WRLD fans. A quarter are like chill people in the middle, and the other part of the fan base are just people who hate on everything Skies does now and love the old Skies. Keep this in mind because I'm going to talk about it later once I get into more of my opinion. So once this happened, everyone started to fight over just a bunch of dumb stuff, the community got more toxic, and people started to move on and listen to other artists as well and not just Skies. So Big Skies had some personal stuff going on and said that they still like Skies, their taste just changed a little bit, and that they didn't like the new style as much. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone's taste in music is going to change. I used to only like new school melodic rap and I hated everything old school. Now, some of my favorite artists at the moment are Kanye and Kendrick, who both have old school styles of rap. I still love Skies music and other new school artists, but I can see why people have moved on. Skies left a comment on Big Skies' post saying this: "Just think about this. You used to like my music, but now you don't anymore. Probably because all the hate I get. But you've been a fan and love me? Lol, okay." Tell me this isn't some of the pettiest shit you've ever heard. Skies is completely ignoring everything they said about "I'll always support you" and how they said they still liked his music. It's almost like all he wanted to hear was hate on their post. And Skies has been getting a lot of hate recently, and kind of feel for him for that, but it's not like it wasn't completely undeserved. Big Skies, of course, responded to Skies' reply, which I'll put up on screen. Skies didn't respond, which doesn't surprise me, but then he went on to block Big Skies. I actually tried talking to some Skies fans about this, and they defended him, which is just bullshit. shit to me. They acted like he did nothing wrong and that it was deserved for Big Skies. This is the stan part of the fan base that I was talking about. The next thing I wanted to address happened more recently. I may have skipped over some stuff up to this point, but this video is mostly my opinion, so I'm just gonna go there. Skies blocked his biggest fan page, Skystan. Skystan has been huge in the community for years and has almost 50k on Instagram, which is huge for a Skies fan page. The drama really all started when Sky's girl or ex-girlfriend, I don't know the relationship status, but just know she's the mother of his child, she posted a poll on her Twitter asking if it's weird for an adult to run a fan page. Skystan reposted this on her Instagram story just saying okay, because I'm pretty sure she thought it was aimed at her, and her and Skies haven't always had the best relationship, so I can see why she thought it was pointed at her. But I thought everything between them was cool because he shouted her out on his High and Unbothered stream. But after this, JC, Sky's girl, responded multiple times with Instagram stories and responses to stories. I think here JC was taking shots at a lot of Sky's fan pages, especially Skystan. Once Sky saw this, he DM'd Skystan. You can tell he was pissed, and Skystan tried to defend herself, but he had no intentions of forgiving her, I think. This led to him blocking Skystan, and yes, you heard that right, he blocked his biggest fan page, and he blocked her because of a petty argument. Skystan talked about it on her page and on her story, and I'll throw up some screenshots of this there too. Her post actually made me kind of sad because she has dedicated so much of her time to help him promote his music, build a community, and streaming his music, and all he does is block her over one thing. It's honestly really sad, and when you're in Lil Sky's position and you're falling off, the last thing you need to do is be blocking fan pages and spreading hate on them as well. He needs to start trying to solidify his fan base and get what they want out so they can start promoting his music and it can hit the algorithms and try to come back. Like I said, blocking fan pages is the last thing he should do. Also, JC pretty much said she'd try to get the FBI involved and get people's addresses with all the hate she's been getting. I think the tweet was a shot at Skystan, and I'm not going to say that the hate JC got was deserved, but when she says that, she's got to know what's going to happen to her. This is also just completely stupid. He really fumbled the bag here and threw some of his biggest fans to the side because they've matured over time and defended themselves. It really makes no sense to me at all. The last main topic I wanted to talk about before I get into my actual rant at the end is him posting hate on his Instagram stories and going private on Instagram. This post I'm showing on screen was on his story. At first you can see the fan try to give legit criticism of what he wants Skies to do and what the fans want. But after this, he just snapped, which is understandable. Skies has done an awful job of listening to his fans and not dropping the snippets fans want. He dropped 2 snippets we wanted on the deluxe for his album and 1 that we wanted on Unbothered. He's been teasing new snippets. Some sound really bad, to be honest. And like I said earlier, some sound good. But songs like Magnolia, which he teased in early 2021, and Rage, which he teased really recently, are just some of the worst snippets I've ever heard, especially from Skies. This fan to me represents the Skies fans who aren't delusional and what we want as actual fans. We want Skies to go back to his old style, not this new trap, hard rap sound. There's already established artists with this style who've perfected it and honestly sound a lot better with the style. Skies fans want the same music he had when he blew up with a melodic style. And there's a reason he blew up with this style, because he was great at it. All we want is half and half. Honestly, he can post the trap stuff because some of it is good, but we want the stuff he made before. And there's nothing wrong with asking for that because that's why we enjoyed his music in the first place. But Skies getting mad at fans for not liking his new stuff is so childish. He posted another fan giving hate to him too, which led Skies to say he was leaving social media, and after that he archived all his posts and privated his Instagram. Keep in mind, this man has 4.4 million followers and he privated his Instagram. He made a big mistake posting the guy leaving hate in the first place, and more people definitely did it after they saw they could get a reaction out of him. He also DM'd a fan saying he's not dropping any more music, when he literally said in his live stream that fans had to pay for to watch, that he's going to try and drop a summer mixtape, and he's going to try to drop an album before the end of the year, which he talked about in another interview. From Skies, all we're getting now is lies. That's all I want to talk about what happened there, but now here's my rant and what I wanted to talk about last month. So I know JoJo Scout talked about this a lot in his video and on his IG Live, but Skies is acting like a little kid. He's done a horrible job handling his fame. It really hurts to say this because without Skies, I'm not sitting here in front of this mic recording this video, but he really switched up. Some fans and old affiliates have said that he lost his passion for music. Skies said that he started to freestyle all his new music, which has really hurt the quality. His new music just sounds lazy, and he doesn't even want to be recording it. The trap songs sound low effort and low energy, especially on Locked Up and which had so much potential because the production was so good, but he honestly sounded like he didn't want to be there and didn't even want to record. Even on the new melodic songs, he doesn't sound like himself. He just slaps autotune on and tries to sing in half the songs. And they sound good, it's just he sounds like someone who's trying to be the old Skies. And I'm happy he tried to give us melodic stuff in the album, but it really didn't feel like he wanted to. How You Feel was definitely the best song on that, but songs like Bloody Emotions were good, but it didn't really sound like he wanted to record it. I really want to say he needs to take a break from social media and work on himself to get back to the state he was in, but he's at a point in his career where he can't do that because he'll fall off completely. Honestly, Skies and his team couldn't have handled the past 2 years any worse. When you hit your peak, why would you just leave? It literally makes no sense. With the amount of music Skies has unreleased that fans want to drop, why not drop 2 or 3 singles in the 7-month break that he took? That's just asking to fall off. And Skies' team is full of yes men. I have a feeling I know who they are, and I won't name names, even though I recorded this before and I said their name, but I really don't want to get into a beef with anybody in Sky's team, so I won't do that right now. But the fact that he even thought about releasing songs like Trust Nobody, which started off good, he just completely forgot he was telling the story, Locked Up, and over songs like Never Sober, Money Up, Mary Kay, Let's Be Honest, and more, shows he does not care what the fans want at all. I understand him wanting to release his new style, but if he wants to stay relevant and grow, which he said he wants to do, then you have to balance it out. There's an audience for those songs, but it's not in his fan base. If you're going to switch to a whole new style with no warning after taking a long break, I don't know what you expected. He should have given some warning over the break. An Instagram post or story saying, I'm going to experiment with some new sounds, let me know what you think, is all we needed. But no, he goes ghost, only giving us a few snippets. And over this break, he did come back and had some success with the new trap style on songs like Have It My Way and Riot, but those were also promoted, and his new songs get no promotion. Guys also focuses way too much on the hate he gets. Like I said earlier, why would you post people hating on you in your DMs on your story? You're only encouraging people to send more hate because they see they can get a reaction out of you. And even more, giving in to these kids on the internet and deleting his posts really shows a lot about him right now. I have never seen another rapper give into the hate as much as he has. I also want to address him blocking fan pages. Why would you leave hate and block people who have spent so much time devoted to you? This shows me he really doesn't care a lot about his fan pages and the people who've supported him. I can see why you'd be pissed at fan pages like the one in this story, but Skystan and Big Skies did nothing wrong. If Skies is seeing this, which is unlikely, I really just wish he would listen right now more than any other part in the video. I'm not hating. Sky's music had a huge impact on me and what music I got into. I bought Unbothered before I even listened to it and streamed it on a repeat because I didn't want it to flop. It sounds so childish, but back in January, I had the mindset that Skies couldn't do anything wrong. But as I started to listen to more music and expand my taste changed, which is normal. I still love Skies music, but people move on. It happens to every artist. There's very, very rarely going to be someone who's your biggest fan for their entire life. The only reason Skies fell off is because he didn't listen to fans and people that supported him for years. If Skies wants any chance of coming back, he needs to apologize to his fan base and cut off the people who are fake. This includes family and close friends. If someone is leeching off of you, you cut them off. Businesses and family and friendships don't have to mix, and if people close to you get mad, then they don't deserve to be close to you. Skies has had people close to him drag out songs that they have with him for so long and not release them, and release them years later. I'm not going to name names, but those people do not seem like you're helping Skies right now. The people I'm talking about could be helping his career, but honestly, it doesn't feel like they are. And now he's threatening not to drop music, which he says in this DM right here. He's letting kids on the internet get the better of him. Keep in mind, he has always wanted to be a rapper since he was a kid. A grown man giving into hate on the internet and reposting it himself. Skies was an inspiration to me and many other people, and now he's just ignoring the people he inspired and what they want from him. The fans need to be held accountable some too though. Some constantly give him chance after chance whether he deserves it or not, and are constantly defending him. Some of the community honestly reminds me of Juice WRLD's fanbase in the way that Skies can do no wrong to them. I was once doing the same thing with Skies and his music, but I've moved on and now realize how stupid I sounded. If you're a true fan of an artist, you hold them accountable and hold them to a higher standard than other artists. They shouldn't get a pass all the time because you love their music. I know Skies is human, he's not perfect, but he has lost a lot of respect from me and so many other people because of what he's done in the past 2 months. Honestly, at this point, only way he makes a comeback is if he drops soon, gets a TikTok song, or actually promotes his music. And this didn't happen with Unbothered or the Deluxe, so I don't see it happening unless he really wants it. Which I'm going to be honest, I'm questioning if he really does. That's all I got for today's video. If you stayed until the end, I appreciate you more than you can understand. I'll see you in the next video, and peace out.